Today is episode 2 of my brand new weekly feature where I'm going to share with you my latest purchases from the Perfume Parlour. I've got a 5-bottle cologne fragrance haul to go through with you today in this episode, so make yourself comfortable and let's find out what's good and what's not so good out of this little lot. Welcome to Mags Frags. Yes, hello again everybody, and thank you very much for tuning in to this Perfume Parlour episode of Mags Frags. I'm Paul and this is the second episode of my new weekly series that focuses on my latest purchases from the Perfume Parlour. Yeah, this week's delivery took some time to arrive, but the good news is that I bought enough bottles in this order to shoot the next video as well, so at least we can guarantee another episode of this before the new year. But before I begin this rundown, if you're interested in picking up any of these bottles that I mention in today's video, just to try out for yourself, the Perfume Parlour will be reopening back and taking orders from the 1st of January 2022. So if you're looking to place an order, you can use my discount code, which I'll leave a link to down in the description. The link will direct you to a login page and you'll be asked to create a login name and a password. But once you've logged in and you've made your purchases, your discount code will be automatically applied at the checkout for you. And as always guys, just a quick disclaimer, I don't work for the Perfume Parlour and this video is in no way sponsored by them, so all the opinions that you hear from me today are my own and all these fragrances were bought with my own money. However, I do receive a small commission for recommending you to their website, as anybody would if you recommended one of your family members. So if just by clicking my link you'll save like 10% while supporting the channel and helping me to bring you some more free content in the future. Yeah, so the first one that I'm going to talk about today is called Noisy for Men, and the Perfume Parlour code on that one is 1913. This one is a copy of Roaring Radcliffe from the Penhaligon's Portraits collection, and I've been waiting for this one to come back in stock for ages now because it is one of my favourites from the Portraits collection. This 30ml bottle size was £14, but you can also pick it up in a 30ml sample for £8 and a 50ml bottle for £22. The top notes in this one are rum, tarragon and bergamot. In the mid we've got tobacco, rose and ginger, and in the base there's tonka bean, leather, honey, cinnamon, beeswax and amberwood. Yeah, so this one is a gorgeous, smooth, warm and classy fragrance with a lovely balance of sweet and spicy notes, making it an ideal winter fragrance. It's a honey tobacco fragrance, so it does have a fairly strong resemblance to the likes of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, but this has a strong presence of ginger, which kind of takes it off into a more spicy direction. There's a slight booziness in the opening, and you definitely can get that waxy kind of Play-Doh type vibe from it, but that's coming from the beeswax which is in the base. And I think this is a really interesting and mysterious kind of smell, and to me it's like a rock and roll version of Tobacco Vanille. As it dries down, it turns into a more sweet, powdery scent with hints of leather and tonka bean. But guys, this is a really masculine and sexy sweet tobacco fragrance, and it's one of them for a special night out where you're looking for something with just a bit of an edge. The Perfume Parlour version is a really strong performer and it outlasts the original, so it's definitely worth picking up if you can get hold of a copy. But like I say, it does keep going out of stock, so grab one of these while you can. Yet up next is one that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers to the channel, and the original one is now extremely difficult to get hold of because it's been discontinued for a bit of time now, and it goes for kind of silly money on eBay. This Perfume Parlour copy is called Emperor for Men, and the code on that one is 1635. This one is a copy of Tsar from Van Cleef & Arpels, which was launched back in 1989. The top notes in this are cinnamon, rosemary, bergamot, neroli, green notes, lavender, coriander and artemisia. In the mid, we've got pine tree note, geranium, rose, lily of the valley, caraway, jasmine, orris root, tarragon, juniper berries and carnation. And in the base notes there's a lot of vetiver, cedar, oak moss, coconut, musk, patchouli, amber, tonka bean, sandalwood and leather. Yep, a load of notes, and this one opens up very clean, fresh and bright, and I can instantly pick up on the green earthy notes straight away, and there's also like a bit of a minty freshness to it also. There's also a nice dose of spiciness and a touch of clean soapiness from the neroli, and all of this together makes for like a very uplifting and interesting first impression. It instantly smells like a classic masculine men's barbershop cologne with a mature elegance, and something similar to the likes of maybe Chanel Platinum but laid with Creed's Green Irish Tweed. It's basically a green barbershop fougere with like a shaving gel type aroma, and it makes me think of a bloke in like a starched crisp white shirt with cufflinks, a tie bar, slick back hair, and like really just groomed within an inch of his life. There's a large dose of oak moss in the base, and I also get a touch of leather, but it stays very clean and soapy all the way through. And if you just want to smell like you've just stepped out of the bathroom after a really long manscaping session, then this is the one to go for. This is a very classy masculine gentleman scent that's versatile, and you could pretty much wear this one all year round. I would definitely recommend that you pick this one up because it's just one of them dumb reach like grab and go fragrances. Yeah, so the next one on this list is called Spirited, and the perfume parlour code on this one is 0260. Yeah, this one is a copy of Orgean from Parfums de Marly. The top notes are osmanthus, honey and cinnamon. In the mid we've got artemisia, ambergris, labdanum and benzoin. And in the base there's tonka bean, vanilla, musk and patchouli. This is a rich, warm and spicy gourmand fragrance, and yes, it's also very similar to Angel's Share by Kilian. However, this is slightly less boozy and a little bit less fruity than the Kilian, and it leans a touch more dark, smoky and resinous. You do still get that lovely spiced apple accord and a large dose of sweet honey and amber in the heart of the scent, but this is more balanced out by the patchouli and the labdanum and the benzoin in the base, which just provides a bit of masculinity and backbone to the fragrance. I wouldn't say this is an overly masculine fragrance though, but it is one that I feel that men will enjoy a little bit more than women. It's also definitely a cold weather scent, and this is far too sweet to wear in warmer climates. Do I prefer this one over Angel's Share? I've got to say no. I personally prefer the Kilian because I just like that playful booziness and the hint of the cherry that you get from that one. And to me, it just smells a little bit juicier. But I can understand why some people would prefer this if you're into your more serious and mysterious amber dominant scents. This though is a delicious gourmand fragrance, and it'll make you want to take a bite out of yourself. It really is a gorgeous, delicious scent, and it smells a little bit like walking past a pastry shop first thing on a morning when the hot fruit pies have just come out of the oven. This copy version performs really well, and you'll easily get a good 7 to 8 hours out of it. So if for any reason you're kind of looking to buy an original of something like this, then the Parfums de Marly version is about half the price of the Angel's Share, and it actually does perform a little bit better in skin. So in my opinion, that's a really good value purchase, but if you just want the scent quality now, I would probably go for the Angel's Share. But why would you want to buy an original when these dupes are amazing and a fraction of the price? Yeah, so just to mix things up, this next one is not a sweet winter fragrance, but instead is about as fresh and mass appealing as you're ever going to get. However, this only 3-note simple fragrance will set you back over 300 quid for an original bottle. So this perfume parlour copy is called Pantera or Panthera, however you want to pronounce that, but it's the perfume parlour code on that is 1611. This one is a copy of Tigar by the House of Bulgari, which is a citrus aromatic fragrance with a sparkling and zesty grapefruit opening, followed by a woody dry down. There's also plenty of ambroxan in this, so you get a bit of an aquatic salty vibe too. It's super fresh and clean. It's got a bit of a resemblance, I'd say, to Issey Miyake Pour Homme, but I'd say this one smells quite a bit more modern and mass appealing than the Issey Miyake. The secret to this fragrance though is not actually the smell, which I would say is fairly linear by the way. It's the way that it just cuts through the air and fills a room with a scent trail, and it just lasts for hours. It's a mass appealing compliment beast, and because it sits on a base of ambroxan, some people may think that it's stopped projecting because they go a little bit nose blind to it. But let me tell you, even this copy is extremely potent, and out of all the perfume parlour fragrances that I own, this is the one that gets noticed the most. I can understand why people wouldn't want to pay like the £300 for it though, because the original, there's just basically nothing in here with a wow factor. But it's just when you go out and about and everyone's commenting on it that you realise you've got something a little bit special. And for the £14 that I paid for this 30ml bottle size, it's just a no-brainer for the summertime. It's fresh, juicy and delicious, and smelling it now just makes me excited for the summertime, and I just can't wait to break this one out again. This is actually my third bottle of this stuff, and I just love the simplicity of it, so I would definitely recommend that you check this one out when the warm weather hits again. Yeah, and the last one on today's list is called Occasion, and the perfume parlour code on that one is 1723. This one is a copy of Overture by Xerjoff. The top notes in this one are magnolia, fig leaf and orange. In the mid we've got ylang ylang, cinnamon, Bulgarian rose and Indian jasmine. And the base notes in this one are incense, cashmere, amber, vanilla and sandalwood. This one is a sweet amber floral fragrance that is straight unisex, and I don't think it leans either feminine or masculine. It has a very unique but pleasant opening with the magnolia, the orange and fig leaf, combining with the floral notes in the heart of the fragrance, and this produces kind of a mix between an oriental floral type scent, but yet with some sweeter and more mysterious Middle Eastern qualities. Right from the very first spray, there's no mistaking that this is an expensive niche fragrance that I'm kind of smelling, and even though there's nothing that's too funky in this or off-putting, it's just got a bit of a challenging character that kind of dares you not to like it. But I've got to say, I actually find this quite addictive. This one I'd say is not mass appealing though, and I reckon it will divide opinions. But if you are into more niche smelling scents, I predict that you'll really enjoy this one. In the dry down, you do get a bit of a rotting wood smell, but it's not nasty or anything like Ancre Noir or anything like that. It's more interesting than off-putting, and this is tamed by the vanilla and the sandalwood, which just rounds everything off slightly without it becoming too sweet. This is a very unique fragrance with a fairly gentle and delicate scent DNA, so I think it'd be best suited to the cooler days of maybe springtime or even early autumn. It'd also be a very nice classy fragrance to wear as a work scent if you work in an office and you wear smart clothes like a suit or a bit of a power suit or something like that. Yeah, so just in a quick summary, I really like all of these fragrances that are featured in today's video, and I'd be quite happy to wear just these 5 all year round. The Tiger copy is a fresh summer monster. The Xerjoff Overture copy is a lovely semi-sweet floral fragrance that I would say suits the springtime the most. The Czar copy is very versatile, and you could wear this one all year round, and that just leaves the Roaring Radcliffe and the Ocean copies, which are lovely, rich, sweet gourmands for the winter time. But all of these cost £70, which is what you'd expect to pay for just one bottle of designer fragrance from the high street, which aren't half as interesting and as unique as any of these. So if you haven't got the funds to go out and splash on a niche fragrance, these are just great ways of getting a feel of what's out there and what's on offer without blowing up your bank balance. Then once you've found one that you absolutely love, you can then just go out and buy the original if you fancy treating yourself over the festive period, which is what I'm about to do tomorrow afternoon. So that's about it for this second episode, but the good news is I have the bottles to shoot my next video, so hopefully it'll be uploaded in the next few days, so don't forget to look out for that one. Also, if you enjoy these perfume parlour videos and you find them useful, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. I'm almost at the dizzy heights of 5,000 subscribers now, which is already way more than I ever imagined I'd get when I first started the channel. So if you've already subscribed, then thank you very much for your continued support. So as always, once again, thank you very much for tuning into this episode. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and have a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye bye for now.